teams are targeting this map to be their map to shine. However, yesterday we've seen Team Falcon gets the booyah on this one. EVOS was so close, but sadly no cigar. So coming in on game number 3, teams from Indonesia that I think would actually try to take advantage of this map is Team Onyx Olympus. They are not performing very well in Bermuda. Same goes to Purgatory. I think in Kalahari, this is their time to actually redeem themselves.
Speaking of Onyx, right? I think they had such terrible luck today. You know, you bring your teammate back into the game, immediately eliminated. You try to get away from teams, you know, who are executing toward you. You get shot in the back as well. And honestly, I would love to see a bit more aggression coming in from Onyx. In most situations that they get completely dominated, they were trying to run away or move away from other teams. They don't want to take these early fights, and it has resulted in them getting shot out of the sky. I want to see them receive these fights with fire, show a bit more dominance, and perhaps this is the map that you mentioned. This is a map they're more comfortable on. Perhaps they can do so.
All right, talking about comfortable, it looks like CRM or Core Memory is in a comfortable spot, getting one elimination. And might go for a second one, but nope. Ray gets the hit on towards Kruger. Jump tries to go for a refrag. Only has one glue wall to work with, but he still wants to go. No armor, no helmet, risking it all. Nope, no cigar for Ray as for Jump as well as Ray. 1v2 comes out swinging and happy.
EVOS perhaps have dropped the ball in that first map, but I think in the second map they performed quite, I would say, decently enough to bring them back into this game. And I think this 2 points early as well gives them enough points. At least slowly bring the way up to the top again. They were just, shy a few points, 10 points to be exact from Falcons in the beginning of the day. My question is, and I think what they want to do is to be able to overcome Falcons, last year's defending champions of Free Fire at EWC 2024. Now, into this particular one, yeah, they have dropped themselves a bit more, I would say, toward further away toward confinement. They are pretty much uncontested when it comes to their location. They are free to loot. They are free to prepare themselves for these fights. Now, my question is, as the circle shifts here, when they run into teams, maybe even Core Memory, maybe even DRG, maybe potentially Vitality, are they actually going to keep going aggressively like they did yesterday in the beginning of the day, or are they going to be playing slow like the end of the day yesterday?
We just have to see how it would develop in Kalahari. Ladies and gentlemen, if I would like to lend your eyes on towards the right side of our screen, you can see on 15, DRG actually managed to get 3 elimination points. That is towards Team Hotshot. Hotshot was almost eliminated in their bout. I believe it was near Bayfront or somewhere around there. But yeah, 3 points for Dragon. Sadly was not being observed. I think it would be a good fight, but then again, we still can't get the time. So Dragons, good job for the early game. And looking at RRQ, yeah, we got it. Thank you, replay. I love you guys. So this is the fight where Hotshot got decimated by Dragons at Bayfront, and a very good start here for team from Middle East, North Africa.
Interesting stuff as well. A lot slower than yesterday, that's for sure here. Looking at the map right now is Burm United and Fluxo are just side by side. I am curious to see what's going on to the southern side here. You did see a bit of a skirmish for Vitality as well. One of their members getting one player already fairly early. Lost is also close by as well. Whether or not Lost actually wants to be able to take this early fight should be seen, but I'm not too sure if Vitality is aware that the final member of Hotshots is still very much close by. He's still very much quiet as well. He's trying to make sure he can go and reconvene with his teammates.
They actually know where's Hotshot actually, because they have put bounty.
There we go, that's the fight.
So I believe it was a strategy to go away. But talking about fight, Tash is pointing out that Buriram and Fluxo meet each other. Wasala will be the first casualty in their interaction. So 2 elimination from team Fluxo. And yep, 2 Buriram members has been eliminated for the current time being, but still have a lot of space and time to revive it back. So Fluxo still playing the southern side of the map. In every map that they are playing, Very nice rotations as well.
Loss is doing good right now. Loss already, while we were looking at the screen right now, they already got I think one elimination as well. They're just playing very slowly, just collecting these points. And it's not all from full 4v4 fights either. And now they have access to this armory. This should really reinforce themselves when it comes to firepower, when it comes to fights as well. I think they have a fairly good idea where the other member of Action is. I think they're looking for the hunt as well. And over on somewhere on the map as well, Rasha is going huge with one pick-off, with Adam getting knocked down already.
Nearby confinement, nearby command post, I'm sorry. Vitality spots a team Onyx. Adam has been eliminated. Now they are actually pushing bullets towards Noki, left alone in a small building. Noki just have to sit quiet. Maybe it would. Noki. Trying to jump hook away from Vitality, but sadly the poll says no.
Yeah.
So another point here for Vitality.
It's unfortunate. I mean, you want to be able to get out quickly, but even then, there's no guarantee that he's going to be able to grapple away safely as well. Because we've seen Vitality in the previous game, and it was ridiculous as they shot the players running away from them. It was just insane. Now, coming to this one, DRG is now on fire. They started the day strong, at least on the first half of that map, and they did pretty decently as well. 3 eliminations already in the bag as we move our sights onto Alpha 34 alongside R7 here. R7 rushing away to safety, running away. They do not want to take this fight, but Games King is not allowing that to happen. You see us, you fight us, and if you show your back to us, you will fall. Steal them away. 3
points here for Rainbow 7. Caught one of the members from Team Alpha 34. And Alpha 34 does not want to be in that kind of situation anymore. And this is a short replay. We could see Anas was not spotted by Rigby. Rigby did not check his corners properly. So basically he was invincible. Invincible and invisible at the same time.
What in the plot? What the hell? Okay, we take those. Anyways, Hotshots already very much back in the game as well. Taking that space in confinement already. Now, majority of teams are still trying to make their way to the middle here. Vitality close by. My eyes are toward Vitality, DRG, and Onyx as well as EBOS. They're just side by side right now. They're so close by in that very confined area here, but we're not seeing any shots. So there's this gentleman agreement for now, I believe, that no one shoots, no one falls. And meanwhile, over to the middle side of that map here, I think RRQ are very, very comfortable. That area has high, insane high grounds as well. It's looking good when it comes to long-range fights. And in terms of repositioning as well, it gives them a lot of value. And now the circle hard shifts toward the right side. They're still very much okay. Yeah,
Refinery. As said by our panelist Napti, Refinery is basically RRQ HQ for Kalahari. They're going to stay there. And again, the best thing about Refinery is that the place is usually in favor of zone number 2 and maybe zone number 3. In some cases, up until the end of the game. So being in Refinery is actually a very good spot. Meanwhile, we're looking at Buriram struggling to actually climb up the hill. Joanna was caught out by Team Rainbow 7. Hux takes him down with a headshot with the shotgun. And Joanna is now no more. Buriram is now being hunted by Team Rainbow 7. Moshi will be the next target. Games King entered the 10, and Moshi is on the ground, giving the 5th point here for R7. Wasana and also Get High running for their lives, getting away from this Massacre team. But nah, Hux says no. I'm gonna push and I'm gonna hunt. Hux together with Games King and Soidea and Joker as well. All of them are moving together as a unit. This spots Wasana. They want the members of Buriram. It's gonna be 1v4. Wasana goes down. Now we are left with Get High. But Soidea locking in. Gets a few shots on towards Get High. Buriram might be eliminated here. Joker steps in. Gets a shot with the sniper. AWM. One more. Joker, what are you doing? You're not supposed to do that. Buriram eliminated by Rainbow 7 at 12th place. Oh my gosh, Buriram United could not do anything at all. They bit more than you can chew here, trying to fight a team that's on the high ground. And the same could be said about Alpha 34 here. As soon as they get down, they put in a bit of chip damage to RRQ toward them as well. And RRQ looking to collapse. They are chasing right now. Not too sure if they are aware that Core Memory is close by here. And Core Memory has done a phenomenal job of just waiting for these weak moments right in the middle of the fight where they're able to just overcome so many teams. And I think RRQ is aware they're just camping inside of one of these tents. They don't want to look to initiate
initiate quite yet.
Yeah.
But as we move over to the other side of the map here for hot shots, this is interesting because just now they were the team that was in trouble. They would be knocked out many times, but they are slippery. They're able to bring so many of the members back into the game action because he wasn't seen just now, becoming that invisible man. Technically has given hot shots a second life in this map.
Again, I would like to emphasize hats off towards Joker playing the unusual play of a sniper. We rarely see a sniper chase someone. Usually you get the rusher to do that, but this guy with the AWM in hand and in all odds again a member of Buriram, get high for goodness sake. He could win that clean. Oh my god. Anything can happen. This EWC, such a special moment for everyone. And yeah, I'm still hyped to see what else could we get here from our EWC 2025. Again, we're still eyeing on hot shot right now. They spotted a few opposing players, opposing teams. They found Fluxo for a while, but Fluxo said, nah, we're not gonna engage with you because we know that we don't have the capacity or maybe the weapon to properly take you down. So we have to fall back. And with that said, Hotshot continues their rotation, now slowly going to maybe around that 3-road intersection between Command Post and Stone Ridge, and they finally found a compound, found a building that they could stay in and maybe sit down, quiet, and try to re-strategize.
Linz falls here, RQ. Been on a hunt for quite some time. I think they were already marking the players of Alpha 34 for the time being as well. We start to see them get aggressive here on this mini-map, but I think the same could be said about Vitality as we go into this particular area. Vitality right smack dab in the middle. I would love to see where exactly they position themselves here because they're getting shot from 3 different areas. They're sandwiched between 4 teams. In fact, excuse me, but now our eyes onto R7 here. They don't have access to the circle quite yet. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle for them to get in. Now with the 3-1 formation there with Joker just rushing around. Joker could be that first point of contact if something were to happen as well. So this could spell trouble. Meanwhile, they already spot out the members of DRG. And DRG on this high ground, it's going to be a pain to rotate over here. They immediately react by jumping down. They cannot answer back these shots. But what's more important right now is this positioning. As the zone pushes, as the circle shrinks as well, they need to prioritize where exactly they want to go.
Dragons, they tried to play the elevation game, tried to catch teams coming through command post, but sadly, no one was in their sight. And to add salt to injury, they were shot by Rainbow 7 as well. And they are still being locked in by the Mexican team. So, Dragons, one of the representatives from Middle East and North America, has to find a way to try to avoid or maybe fight Rainbow 7 head on so they could have a safe route to rotate. And it looks like they are up to go through command post, through the inside. A lot of cover here, but surprises can come out from left, right, front, center. So they are risking this. Putting one at the back, splitting to 3-2-1 strategy. C4, Yasir and Simox will be in front. Meanwhile, Yasir will, Remind will stay at the back just in case they could find a long-range shot. And they did on Abai.
That's a disgusting shot if you think about it. Straight out into Abai, knocked down already. Shouldn't be too much of a problem to go for that revive, but Onyx is facing so much pressure right now. There's so many teams coming in from 2 different areas as well. What are you going to do here to be able to get into that circle? Onyx had lost. They need to take this fight only to get into that circle. And they have played this elevation game to a T. The problem right now is that they cannot go outside. Their boxes out of the compound, and Lost are happy to accommodate them if they don't want to get out. Because eventually the zone will shift. They have to go out into the open eventually, and that's where Lost is looking. Just wait for them as well here. Waiting for the right time as well. Yeah,
Lost is actually at the advantage here because Team Onyx is basically trapped. In that building, there's only one way in and one way out, unless you want to risk it by using the windows. And talking about windows, you can see that Raon is actually blocking, forcing Onyx to block the window, trapping them inside. Meanwhile, Dragons and Outside finally interacted. It looks like Dragon lost the fight. And Fluxo racking in kills, taking down Alpha 34.
The underdogs from Brazil not being able to hold on here. Lost is being very patient right now. This northern side fight is hot because the circle shift is good. But now this big rotation happening right now, and RQ is forcing this fight, taking down the killers that have been taking down the leaders of this game. RQ just completely collapsed, and RQ showing us why they're so comfortable on this map. By Falsos, Vitality decides to join in on this fight as well, but no problem. RQ still have many bodies to work with because another team is coming into this little area. Fluxo is in the middle of 3 different teams. This is not the best position to be with. The glue wall falling. This position knocked down. Bobs all alone. GU cannot be picked up here, and Vitality, Fluxo in trouble as well. But Fluxo cannot hold on, and the same could be said about Core Memory as well. Eliminated already. This fight happening from all around the area, northern side and bottom side, as EVOS Divine look to try and bring down their Indonesian counterparts.
Yeah, bodies are dropping one by one. Teams are ousted one by one as well. Now we're looking at Onyx eyeing on towards EVOS that was fighting another team. RQ has been eliminated on the first place. Meanwhile, Vitality takes down Team EVOS, kicking them out on 4th place. Now we are left Vitality, Lost and Onyx, 2 Indonesia, 1 Brazil. This is the second time Team Lost is in the top 3. And wow, Lost is showing their worth here. However, not much elimination in their bag in this game turnabout. So I'm not so sure will the points matter for them right now, but then again, they need the points to still be on top 12.
Vitality doesn't have a lot of place to work with. The circle is shifting right now, and they are the furthest away. The other 2 teams are saying, you know what, let's have a stalemate right now and try to keep this team at bay. But Vitality, they rally back. They have the high ground on top side of this building here, and this is perfect. Lost understanding this predicament, plays a little bit more close, not allowing them the position to shoot downwards, and they will jump forward, ignoring the other 2 teams. Glue wall set down as well, and suddenly they are the ones with the advantage in terms of the circle, in terms of position as well. Onyx is falling. Adam in trouble, knocked down by Rigby. He's so quick with those shots.
And Lost still boxing in Team Onyx. They cannot go out, and they're gonna continue doing so as the circle is slowly shifting towards command post. Waiting them inside is Team Vitality. Things are not looking good for Lost and Onyx. And look at that here, preventing Lost from making a move. The only way for you to do this is to use the grappling gun, and that is a nice grapple towards the side, forcing Kyung to face on towards command post. Now Vitality pushing back. This is giving room for Onyx Olympus a small bit of window to try and enter the new zone, but now Lost and Vitality, both of these teams is denying entry from Onyx Olympus.
Onyx took too long to leave that building. They were boxed inside for so long, and Lost knew exactly the outcome of that, which means a later rotation. And now Vitality waiting for the right timing, understanding where Lost's position is, the high ground on the top side of that of the area. They cannot go too far away because it gives them a clear view of their heads, and it might just be popped here. But Onyx still holding strong as well. They're not moving quite yet. And a match to stand up. No, Vitality just collapsing onto Lost right now. They rush forward. They shoot as well, but Lost ready to receive them. Instead of rushing forward, they move back. They had a lot of space to work with, so they put down all of their glue walls, but not before Koja does an opening pickoff onto one of the members of Lost. But still, 3 bodies to work with, lots of firepower, and instead hiding themselves inside of these tents.
Lost is looking to try to end the game with a mad kid fight. And now Zairu is attempting to go inside. However, Zairu is actually distracting Team Vitality, giving room for his member to actually enter. And Zairu goes down. This
no way, General!
The opportunity for Lost to go in. General is pushing in. They clear the blue, but General goes down. Same goes to Rigby, and then it's Lost. Lost in control. Vitality will try to win this. They just need to find the last member from Team Onyx. And he is here. Crowd goes down. And booyah for Team Vitality.
Honestly, it felt like such a desperation play by Lost. They knew they were running out of space and time, and they sent one player up to just catch the members of Vitality off guard. But unfortunately, it felt like they had a disconnect in communication there. Their teammates were not ready to collapse, not ready to trade off him after he rushed up forward